Good morning, everyone. President, Secretary, Prime Ministers, Presidents. I came here, first of all, to make it clear. I don't represent the Israeli government, and I don't speak for the Israeli government. I speak against it. I speak against it because I want to express here a different voice from Israel, a voice against the war. When it started on the 7th of October, it was inevitable and unavoidable. It was impossible not to react to the terrible massacre that was perpetrated by the terrible terrorist organizations, killing thousands of Israeli civilians in their homes, in their living rooms, in their pajamas, in the safe rooms, not military people, not army units, citizens. Israel had to react, and the right of Israel to react at that time was recognized by the entire international community, the President of America, leaders of Europe, everyone. But the time to end the war was long ago. We have achieved everything that a military operation can achieve. Now we have to end the war, to bring the hostages, to release Palestinian prisoners, to withdraw from Gaza, to allow security force and defense force to take over, made mostly by Palestinians and Arab soldiers, possibly also by some Europeans, that will make sure that there will be no more terrorist organizations operating from Gaza against Israel, and at the same time establishing a mechanism of government that will change the life and restore and rebuild, together with the international community, Gaza, for the millions of people that are living there. We are against deportation. We will not support the deportation of Palestinians from Gaza. Gaza is Palestinian and they have to live there. There is so much that I want to say, but I am fully aware of the constraints of time, and we still want to hear the Secretary and the President. So I want to say this. There are a majority of Israelis that do not support these voices of war, of taking over territories, of expelling Palestinians, but on the contrary, they are prepared to fight, and they are fighting in the streets of Israel today and in the days to come to end the war, to embark on serious, meaningful negotiations with Palestinians for what is the only possible political solution, which is a two-state solution. I know that for many at the present time, it sounds out of context because of the events and the circumstances and the spirits and the emotions. Let me tell you something. All of these great developments happen against the initial predictions. And I am absolutely certain that if we will continue our campaign, and I have the privilege to do it together with a very important and senior Palestinian, the former foreign minister and ambassador to the United Nations, Dr. Nasser Al Qidwa, and we are going everywhere in Europe, in the Arab countries, in America, everywhere, in order to raise this again into the center stage of discussion and of international cooperation in order to force the parties involved to accept that which will bring peace and security and life-worthy living in the Middle East. Thank you.
First, a clarification. Ehud Olmert and I have one tie. Yesterday, he put it. Today, it's the other way around. And this, I think, is a prelude for political sharing and coexistence. So let's hope that this will be the case. Secondly, I want to associate myself to what was said by President Marzouki in relation to Gaza. Thirdly, after we heard from the Vatican, we want to send our prayer to his Holy Father and wish him all the best in his hospital and wish him, health and long life, because he is a very important voice. And fourthly, very quickly, a story about Bill Clinton. I met him during his tenure. He's probably forgot that. We were 10, 15 persons in the room, and he spoke with each one of us. And after the event, I told my wife, this guy is a magician, because he made every one of us feels that it's bilateral, that he or she is alone in the room with Bill Clinton. And this guy cannot be beaten in any elections, the one who does something like that. But on a more serious note, I think you put very good and positive ideas with regard to ending the conflict and reaching a peaceful solution. And we borrowed, to put it mildly, we borrowed some of the ideas, but I think we can do more, and with your help and with the help of everybody here, we will do more and we will achieve a lasting solution, not only ending the war in Gaza, but also a lasting solution in the form of two states. Thank you very much.